Okay, now I thought I'm going to do some asks. Open code now is done, right? Your code. Okay. So Chén-Zhú. Okay. Oh, 有这种事啊！What the fuck?看这个要占多大的那个啥。Editor is in editor text.这个是啥呀？Notepad. Good. Passion to the whole. I mean, think
entries if you click the edit option here, and here's the API provider's configuration. By default, you should use the KiloCode API provider, which is granted when you sign up for an account with KiloCode. Down here, you can see the model used by Kilo. It's Sonnet 3.7 here, so let me change it to Sonnet 4. Just type in Claude, and here is Sonnet 4, so let's select that, click Save, and we're done. Now, if you have another API provider, you can just click the plus button here. For example, suppose I want to add an OpenRouter API. I can name this as OpenRouter. Then in API provider, select OpenRouter. Now enter the OpenRouter API key here. And then select. Now we have two API profiles. We can select which one we want to use back in KiloCode main interface over here. Next, there is the Enhance Prompt option here. This is useful if you want AI to improve your prompt. Let me show you an example. So create a to-do app over here. And then if we click on the Enhance Prompt button, KiloCode will try to make a comprehensive prompt out of the basic prompt we just entered. Okay, here we can see the improved prompt. So the to-do app will have task categorization, data persistence, and much more. It's awesome, but we're not going to use that prompt for now, so let's delete it. Next to the Enhance Prompt button, we have the Attachment button to attach images, files, and any context you might need to provide to KiloCode. Now, the last important option is the Settings option at the top right. Here, you can configure all the settings for KiloCode, such as the API provider, auto-approve commands, browser tool, and even the MCP marketplace, where you can search and install any MCP tool you want to use. For example, if you want to use Context 7, you can do so here. Now, we're not going to explore MCP just yet, as it's a bit advanced. For now, let's just go back to the main interface and create our first app with KiloCode. Alright, let's go ahead and see what KiloCode is capable of doing. First, let's click on the Explorer tab over here, and then select Open Folder. This folder is where our code will be written, so it's recommended to select an empty folder. I will use this KiloCode Playground folder I have created previously. Next, to open both Explorer tab and KiloCode tab, let's move KiloCode to the secondary sidebar on the right side. Alright, now we can see our KiloCode on the right side, so we can open the Explorer on the left side, and any open files will be shown in the middle edge. Here, I describe the main function of the app, what data to save, as well as the nodes format, the organization, search, and sort capabilities, the UI design, the layout, as well as the initial setup. Alright, let's send the prompt in and let KiloCode do the work for us. First, it will create some plan on how to tackle the task. Let's continue to test the tags. Alright, so here's the app generated by the AI. Now let's open the application in the browser. Just run this command. Alright, so here's KiloCode. Here in KiloCode, we can see how much the generation costs. Build any app you can imagine, and it won't exclude. Still use AI to fill the building or fixing issues in your project. But even if you don't have that background, you can still use AI to fill the knowledge gap. It's true that AI is only as good as the person using it. But the great part is, it doesn't expect you to be an expert. You can ask AI to be your write this README file to describe the game for users, such as the features, how to play, game controls, AI difficulty, technical details, and so on. It's pretty nice for people learning how to program here. It definitely helps to know how the game works. Also, we have the HTML file over here, the CSS style, the JavaScript code, and a separate code for the AI chess player. Here on the right side, the AI also describes all the process it did, such as minimal code achievement, testing results, and if we scroll up, solutions, the code mode to put the plan into action, and finally the debug mode to find and fix issues before they reach production server. KiloCode is a very customizable AI agent that has the combined features of Cline and Vscode. And since it's open source, it means you can exactly see how the agent works, you can see the inner prompts, you can fork it, build your own version of KiloCode, and so on. You can also help to improve it, do pull requests on the main repo, and there are so many things that are possible because KiloCode is an open source. Plus, KiloCode doesn't try to lock you in or train on your code data, so it's pretty awesome. What's nice about KiloCode is that it is also constantly improving. KiloCode released several major updates over the past few months, which made it really powerful. You can see some of memory banks and so much more. If you visit the OpenRouter homepage and scroll down to top apps, you will see that KiloCode is currently the third most used apps in OpenRouter, behind only Cline and Vscode. And if you click on KiloCode to see the statistics, you can see here that the usage of KiloCode is still rising up. It's definitely becoming a popular and fast-growing AI coding tool, and in this video, we will see how powerful it really is. Now, before we get into the exciting part, please don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel. Just click on the subscribe button down below, and please help me reach 100,000 subscribers by the end of this year, as it will mean a lot to me, making me feel more excited to create useful videos just like this one. Alright, let's get started. First of all, if you haven't already, you need to install Vscode on your computer. Visit the Vscode homepage at code.visualstudio.com, and you will see a button to download the version for your operating system. In my case, it showed the Mac version. Download and install it, and then we'll move on to the next step. To install KiloCode, you need to open up your Vscode, click on the Extensions tab over here, and then search for KiloCode in the extensions list. Click on the extension, and then click Install, and once the installation is finished, you will see a new button on the sidebar for
中文省钱版。我操！这有仓库啊，这个都没仓库。在逗我。
KiloCode. Click on that button to open the extension. Here, there are two main options you have when using KiloCode. You can either get started for free, or you can use your own API key. If you already have API keys and credits from other providers, such as OpenRouter or Anthropic, you can choose use your own API key. Otherwise, you can select get started for free over here. You can still add your own API key later as well, so this
Interesting. 在哪儿了？我操！扩展还是哪？扩展。配置文件。新建配置文件。开始设计。有没有什么人次？应该是这里，找到了啊。一样。CPA。嵌入器提供商，我日！我操，这不对，这他妈搞错了！哎，兄弟，你在干啥？靠！ Kilo gateway.新建配置文件。靠，这妈有点。再加一个提供商CPA， 这有没有自己的 Vscode LM API？ Compatible responses。测试一下。这样的话，想想。ask 可以，非常好。怎么把这几5个 key 给放进去呢？感觉这他妈的还是有点用啊。非常好，非常好，very good.
Choice doesn't really matter. I will just click get started for free here. Now we will. Hey everyone, what's going on? Welcome back to Code with Nathan. I'm your host Nathan, and I simplify complex tech topics so you can master them easily. In this video, I want to introduce you to a cursor alternative that's open source.
Oh, 这个被碎了。
Local, and most importantly, free. Now, if you watch this video, I'm pretty sure you are already familiar with Cursor, but just in case you didn't, Cursor is a freemium code editor with AI feature. It enables you to build application by making use of AI models to generate files, write code, refactor existing code, and debugging errors. Now, many people love Cursor for its AI-powered features, but the free version can feel limiting, and some people are just not ready to commit $20 per month for the pro version. Now, personally, I'm not a Cursor hater. They don't fuck on your computer. Visit the VS AI models locally. You can head over to Llama Functions tab right here on the left side. First, install Continue Dev. Just type Continue Dev in the search bar to find it, then click the install button. Once installed,
Holy shit, that's something. Oh shit, nothing happens.
search for client and install it as well. These two.
Open source AI code engine. Very good.
Main extensions will essentially replicate the features of cursor and Vscode. Now that our extensions and code editor are installed, we can configure and add our models. Open the Continue extension, close the Create Assistant modal as you don't need it, and then click the cube icon over here to configure the models used by Continue. The models for Continue will be provided by Ollama. For the chat mode, you can use the basic DeepSeek R1 model with 7 billion parameters. This model is quite good in answering coding questions. For code completion feature, download the Qwen 2.5 coder. With 1.5 billion used by Continue. For the chat mode, you can use the basic DeepSeek R1 model with 7 billion parameters. This model is quite good in
劲大呀！自动化啊 ，N 8 N 哦 ，interesting， fucking interesting。Okay, get it. Phone.